Well, once again the basketball is playing, and once again I am to bring you another Kuroko no Basket, Kuroko's Basket Season 2, Episode 2. For those who did not see me, we are introduced to Kuroko. No, Kuroko no Basket is that basketball club with the Kuroko, the invincible weak guy who plays, and Kagami, the strong and the very hot-headed one. And last episode, Kagami met a face from his past, a brother called Himuro. And the end of them, they suddenly met Murasakibara, a member of the Generation of Miracles. Do you remember those? The Generation of Miracles are super powerful basketball guys. And he is tall as hell, has long purple hair, and is voiced by Kenichi Susumura, a guy who is typical this. Either way, Murasakibara greets Kuroko by patting on his head, which Kuroko do not like. Eventually, and they start to have a little talk. And Murasakibara reveals that he did not play in the Inter-High because apparently Akashiya, who is supposedly their captain, the former captain, the Generation of Miracles captain, did not allow that. Well, anyway, he stops Himuro from playing in these practice games of street basket because it's apparently against the rules of their school. However, Kagami, who realizes this guy is pretty much a kid with a screw loose, because Kagami acts threatening, and suddenly just Murasakibara plucks his eyebrow. He's acting like an immature kid. Or maybe not an immature kid, like a ditzy kid. But then when Kagami starts to also act a little childish, then suddenly Murasakibara enters the game, because the only way to provoke him is to do that. Well, technically that's not the only way to provoke him, because we see a little bit more of his personality. Kiyoshi Teppei has met him once upon a time, but Murasakibara do not remember. However, once Kiyoshi dunks, Murasakibara remembers. In middle school they apparently played against each other, and Kiyoshi could not win no matter what. However, he still did not give up, and Murasakibara somehow seems to hate those kind of people who, despite all odds, never give up. Either way, they are playing, but then suddenly rain falls down, so they had to call it a day. And Himuro, Taiga's adopted brother, shows a shot that apparently passes right through Kagami's blocking hand. And before they leave, we see another glimpse on how Murasakibara is. He hates basketball. However, because of his length, his strength, and everything else, he's a genius at it. He's the excellent example of a guy who hates what he does, but is good at it anyway. And he hates other people who love basketball, but are weak instead. Or on a side note, we see that the other guy from Serin suddenly meet up with Momoi. Momoi, for those who do not know it, Momoi is one of the few female characters in Kuroko no Basket, and she's also one of the few with pretty big breasts. Momoi is a childhood friend of one of the Generation of Miracles called Aomine Daiki. She has long pink hair, and well, she's beautiful, and she has an enormous crush on Kuroko because, well, Kuroko shared an ice cream with her, or a free ice cream with her. So once they get back, Momo immediately jumps into Kuroko's arms, much to everyone else's jealousment. And well, Riko Aida, the coach of Serin, the female coach, she has a little bit hard time getting along with Momoi, or like Momoi, because she is everything. Oh, how do you say this? Riko is everything. No, Momoi is everything Riko is not. Extremely attractive by many boys' standard, large breasts, and has long hair. Well, then she reveals she had an argument with Aomine when she prevented him from participating in a game. And she ran to Kuroko for help. Kagami actually makes her cry by asking her a stupid question. But Kuroko gives her some comforting news. Afterwards, Kuroko walks her home, but not before showing a little skill he says he's gonna beat Aomine with. We do not see the skill, but somehow when he charges forward, he disappears and just slips past her. What kind of move is this? Elsewhere, the generation of miracles are truly monsters. That's this entire spoilers of this one. And I gotta say, it was many chapters in one episode, and I'm glad that they wrapped this up. I wanna get to the good parts, but it's gonna take a long time before that will happen. And Murasakibara, well, the way he talks is actually pretty funny. He accidentally switches from a childish voice to suddenly a little bit more threatening voice. Well, we haven't probably not seen the enormous threatening voice yet, but he truly is a scary character. I recommend watching Kuroko. You're gonna like it. I'll see you next time.